Well, as adults age, it becomes even more important to stay physically, mentally,
emotionally and socially healthy. You okay?
rolled out in my throat.
Is that energy getting to you? I shouldn't laugh. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
All right, but it's also important that you eat right and exercise regularly. So with us today to help us stay healthy as an older adult is from Stanford Internal Medicine, Dr. Lindsay Dahl. Great to have you here.
Oh, thanks for
Can you help her real quick?
This is not healthy aging.
Is there a doc in the house?
Breathe.
I don't want to do the Heimlich today.
But it is an important part, as we were talking before the break. I mean, what are some of the things that we need to be looking at as we are aging, that we need to continue to do or maybe start new routines in?
I think, one of the most important things is controlling your chronic diseases. So as we get older, we have diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol. So I think you have to, go to your physician, do the things you need to do, diet, exercise-wise for those, and take medications if you need to control your chronic diseases. But it's more than that. Daily regular exercise, right? And studies show that, if you're 80 and have never been an exerciser, that if you start then, you're gonna have huge benefits. Obviously, if you start as a child and maintain it the rest of your life, that the better off you're going to be. But I think don't be discouraged if you never exercised, because you can start, and just being active. So you don't have to go out and walk a 5K, but just start by doing something and improve upon it.
Better late than never. Diet seems to be so important for people. Right. So talk about what are some of the superfoods that we hear about as you get older that you should be eating.
I think one of the best things for older adults is protein. So I think I like the segment before. Protein's important for the older adult to maintain, as for all of us, to maintain our muscle mass. But I think as we get older, we tend to eat less and less protein for various reasons. Medicines make our mouth dry, or teeth issues, for whatever reason. We don't want to cook a big meal because we are just cooking for one person, but we tend to eat less protein. And I think we actually need more, studies show, to maintain our muscle mass. So getting good protein in your diet. But studies also show probably the Mediterranean diet is the best diet to maintain cardiovascular health and cognitive brain health.
So because you don't eat as much, is there any really, like, hey Chris, if you're going to just pick one or two great protein sources, any that you suggest? Or
fish and beans.
Oh.
Really?
Well, lean meats. I say you have to, do lean meats. So chicken's probably okay, but we should be avoiding. It's hard for us up here, but we got to avoid the red meats as much as possible. Most studies show that, the better brain health, the better off we do is if we do more fish and beans, legumes for our proteins.
It's like salmon or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Halibut, any.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Walleye?
Sure.
I'm sure there's some fishermen out there who are thinking it. And so it's much more, though, than the physical aspect of being healthy. It's also mentally. So what do you guys mean by that?
I think I often say in my office, we got to stay socially and cognitively healthy or engaged. And so that means, cognitively reading, playing bingo, playing cards. But it's more than that. If you just read by yourself and you're isolated, I think we can become very isolated as we get older if we aren't able to drive. And that we see as detrimental. People do poorly when they're isolated. And so you got to stimulate your brain, and that can even be going out for coffee with the girls. But, staying up on current events, playing Sudoku or doing Sudoku, crossword puzzles, all of those things. And the other important thing we were just talking about before the segment too is having a purpose or a meaning.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I was waiting for you to say hang out on Facebook too. No Facebook?
That's isolating yourself once again.
You wonder what's going to happen to our generation as we get older if we're so isolated by Facebook.
And I think one of the big components too is just talking with your doctor. What should I be getting better at? Here's some concerns I've been having, and just being open and honest about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think you got to talk to your physician about what's going right for you, what's going wrong, and make a plan together.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
I think just get out there, be active, try to eat healthy.
Sometimes easier said than done, though,
Definitely.
right? Yeah. Thank you very much, Doc. We appreciate it.
All right.
During the break, maybe you can help her out, okay? Stay with us. We're going to wrap things up right after.